Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is my take on why I do not like trucks. Okay, that's pretty harsh. After all, trucks are America's best-selling vehicle, especially the Ford F-150. They're everywhere. We sell tons of them. People seem to love their trucks. I mean, look at this parking lot. I'm just walking to my car, there's trucks everywhere. Almost every other vehicle is a truck. So why don't I like them? Why don't I jump on the bandwagon and just love a truck? I've had 2 pickup trucks in my life. 2? Well, 2.5. I had one for a month, so I don't really count. And the problems I don't like, and I'll tell you the order of probably little things to big things. The big thing is, or the little thing is, they're hard to park. You can park them, but then you got to go back and forth a few times. You got a big, giant monster truck like this. This guy doesn't fit in a spot. He's sitting there parked on the grass. Like a punk. I mean, so when you get a full-size 4-door pickup truck, it's a kind of a pain to park. It takes the fun out of parking. Like a small car, or even a small truck, you can zip into a spot. Not with a big old giant monster truck. You got to line it up just right. Might have to go back and forth. You might have to park in the back of the parking lot. The next thing, gas mileage. Oh my goodness. Full-size trucks have horrible gas mileage, especially the one that I had. I had 2 full-size trucks. One was a Ford F-150. It was an older one with a straight 6. And then the last one I had was a Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.7 liter Hemi V8, and they were both gas guzzlers. I don't remember particularly the Ford, but I remember it was much worse than I expected, and the Dodge as well was much worse than I expected, because I saw the numbers that was rated at, but I didn't get near that. I think I was averaging 13 miles per gallon, and maybe if I was really gentle, I could probably get 14, but if I was gunning it and being aggressive, it was under 13 miles per gallon. That's just not acceptable. This would have been my worst area that I disliked, was the gas mileage, but you could always get a smaller mid-sized truck and it probably wouldn't be so bad, then it wouldn't really apply. So that's why I didn't go last. Probably the most annoying thing for me was if you're going shopping, and I do a lot of shopping myself, and I'll go get carts full of groceries, and I got to load it up down into my truck, right? Well, if your truck doesn't have a cover or a shell, then you can't put it in the back when you're trying to load it up in a parking space, because unless it's like, I guess you could if you weren't going very far, but it is exposed to the elements. If it rains, it sucks. Not only that, but think about your SUV, right? Or even a trunk of a car. When you pop that rear hatch or the trunk, the thing opens upwards, right? You're sitting right alongside the edge of the entrance to your vehicle, be it the trunk or be it the back of the SUV, whatever. So you're able to just put things, you can lean into your car nice and easy, right? To put in things in the back, further back or forward, or grab things from the back of your vehicle. But with a pickup truck, you don't have that access, because you have that tailgate. The tailgate goes down in front of the access to your back of your vehicle. So now, if you want to put something in it, you got to reach over the tailgate and slide. So basically, it's hard just to get stuff to the very beginning of your tailgate, of your truck. And if you have to push stuff further down, or if you're driving and things start sliding forward, man, you got to climb in the truck. It's a hassle. I had a cover on my truck. The first truck I had a shell. The second one I had a cover. Either way, it didn't matter. It was still annoying to load like groceries or stuff that could shift in your truck. That drove me nuts. It took the fun out of for one, you got to park, it's difficult, and then you got to load it, it's difficult, and it's just such more of a commitment. Those are probably the top 3 things I didn't like about it. But trucks are not all bad. Because if you need a truck, if you need to haul a bunch of stuff, you're hauling like, I don't know, mulch or rocks or plywood or 2x4s or any kind of like industrial stuff, or if you're super active and you're throwing kayaks and mountain bikes and skateboards, and camping gear, it can become very handy. So if you need a truck, then yes, I understand the need for a truck. I'm not talking about people that need a truck. I'm talking about people that think they might like a truck because it just seems kind of cool to have a truck. Instead of having an SUV or a car, you're like, oh, I'll get a truck. Trucks are cool. They look neat. They do look neat. So if you need a truck, I completely understand. But I personally would not get a truck. And I had the reason why I got my trucks. The first one, because I thought I was going to be loading motorcycles in the back of it, because I thought I was going to do a motorcycle business. But that didn't really go through, so I sold the truck and got something more reasonable. The second time I got a truck was because I wanted to pull a big camper. But then we got rid of the camper, and I got rid of the truck, because there was no need for it. So if you need a truck for what it's designed for loading and hauling and pulling stuff, I get it. If you need one, you need one. But just to have one, what kind of car should I get? Oh, I'll just get a truck. It seems cool. I would not recommend it. I would not like it. As soon as I didn't need a truck, I was anxious to get rid of it and buy something more fun to drive, more easy to drive. And I'm a great driver. I can drive a bus. I drive a bus for a living. I can drive a truck. I can drive anything. But I don't want my personal vehicle to be a work vehicle. It had to be like a chore to have a vehicle. Use a bunch of gas and stuff. I think I'm comfortable with about averaging 18 miles per gallon or better. Prefer it over 20, but 18 is fine. So then we're getting into trucks are getting 13 miles per gallon, forget it. Ain't working for me. Anyhow, that is my take on trucks. That's why I don't like them. Of course, if you need one, it's different. But anyways, what do you think? Did I discourage you from getting a truck? I hope I did, because in the long run, you're going to be happy I discouraged you. They're not very practical if you just use it just for like a vehicle to drive back and forth. I got to the idea of this video because a friend of mine wants a truck because he says he needs a 4-wheel drive to go through the snow. Well, you don't need a truck for that. You can get a SUV for that. And I enjoy having SUVs. To me, they're a lot more practical. Just to throw stuff in the back. It's covered, it's locked, secured. Got a hard top. You have easy access to the gate. Better on gas. And there's cool SUVs somewhere, maybe in another dimension. Anyhow, that's my take on trucks. Thanks for watching Paul's Take, and make sure you hit like and subscribe for more videos on my take on different random stuff. Thanks for watching once again.